Hello there, it's the Archivist from tradingcardarchives.com. I'm back to do another video, probably the last video for today, mostly because we already filmed 6 and feel like I have enough in the bag, and I kind of want to go play Baldur's Gate 3. I haven't been able to play that in a few weeks. I've been really busy, and so I'd like to spend a few hours doing that today. But we do need to look at this set in particular. And the reason we have to look at this one is because it's part of the giveaway. But before we get too deep into that, let's look at our top cards because they're both changing, which is awesome. I love that. The whole point of this project was always to like open as many cards, different cards as we could, not just bulk, right? But as many different. And then keep finding better and better stuff, right? So every time we replace our favorite cards, it means we succeeded. So I'm always happy about it. So this has been my top card, number one, for most of the day today. It's an MR from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure from the Big Blue Box, and it's got this amazing stable 3D effect in the background. I already have another MR, but this one is also beautiful. They're both great. They're not dupes, so I'm super happy with it. But I'm going to be retiring this card, and you'll see why in a second. But this was my second place card for a while. It's obviously DJ Lance Rock from Yo Gabba Gabba, the OG Yo Gabba Gabbas. And what's cool about this card is it's also lenticular 3D, only 2 frames, but then again, this is from 2012. It's an older product for sure. But this is a chase from the set. So these cards are in the set at a 1 in 24 pack rarity, which means 1 in each hobby box. So it's a definite chase card, and they're worth about $8 even now. So kind of incredible. The hobby boxes cost about $10. So the chases are definitely alive in there. So yeah, happy to get that as well. Yes. Okay, cool. So we're replacing that though with these two. So the new second place card is going to be this LSR, which if you know the My Little Pony set, this is from My Little Pony. It's a Saddle Rager, obviously. But yeah, if you know My Little Pony, then you know that LSR is the number one top tier rarity in that set, right? There's nothing higher than LSR. That's always been the highest. We've pulled one before. This is our second, and they look incredible, but this is going to be second place. And if you can kind of see behind it, there's actually something cooler in those sets. So that's going to be second place. This is a brand new rarity level called SGR, which, you know, Kaio has used that in Hero Battle before, so it's not new to Kaio, but it's new to My Little Pony. And they're introducing it on these Zodiac cards. So this is a Leo, and there's a Zodiac card, you know, for each of the symbols. They're super rare. You can only get them in these special edition boxes. This set, it's kind of a pre-release version, way for them to release this. This is the newest product in the My Little Pony line as well. And so this will be in full sets probably later this year or next year, but for now it's only in these pre-release sets. And obviously it looks amazing, right? Like super good looking card, but it gets even better. It's also serial numbered, but in a different way. So rather than just being like, you know, 10 out of 100 or something, it's serial numbered to a specific birthday. So could you imagine, like, if your birthday was July 27th, you would be a Leo and this would be your card, right? How awesome would that be to have, right? So, so it's limited, short print, but limited to birthdays. I don't know how many of each, it doesn't say on the flyer. So there could be hundreds of July 27th. I don't know. But it's unique to that birthday still. So just gorgeous looking card. So that'll be our number one. Now, on to what we're doing today. So this is beautiful color. Beautiful color. That's what that says. You can also see it here on the back, I think, anyway. No, they don't translate it on the back. Never mind. Yeah, this set is a waifu set. not in the Goddess Story line. It's in the Goddess Story adjacent line, is what I like to call it. If there's like 20 mainline Goddess Story products by Little Frog, that's probably about right. Then there's 200 waifu adjacent products by all kinds of other companies, right? This one's by Mosiac, who I've never heard of. This is the only set I've seen by them. The thing is, with the adjacent sets, they usually go a little harder. So the waifu cards in Goddess Story are typically going to be, pretty tame by not safe for work standards. Like you could just open those, show them on YouTube. They're really no worse than any other anime card, right? It's the kind of stuff you would see in an episode of One Piece. You would probably see more cleavage in an episode of One Piece than you do on a Goddess Story card, right? That's not always, like, there are some risque Goddess Story cards, but most of them are pretty tame. In the waifu adjacent area, though, full nudity exists. There's a lot of very not safe for work stuff. So we're gonna have to be a little careful with this set. But I have watched other people open this specific one, and so I feel like it's gonna probably be okay. I tend to stay away from the really hardcore ones. I'm just not interested in that personally. And also, I try to not buy too many of these. I have two others that are in this category. I have Beast Mother, which is Cat Ladies. I just love that one. It's just the cutest set. So I got that one. And I have Monster Girl Encyclopedia, which is cryptids. I love cryptids, so another one I just had to get. What's special about this one is it's AI artwork. That's not really that special. There's a lot of AI. They're probably all AI artwork at this point. But the AI artwork in here is hyper realistic. So, and I love that kind of hyper realistic style, like more realistic than a photograph, right? I love it. And also, there's a ton of variety in this set. Everything from, like open book cards, cards that you like have to heat up in order to, yeah, there's that kind of thing. And there's also like relic cards in here, waifu relics. So we can get a little bit of a relic of maybe a dress or something that they were wearing or something like that. Okay, so this is also a prize in the giveaway. So we're running a giveaway. It runs from last Tuesday to this coming Tuesday. You can still enter. So go check the video for that. It's the pin to the channel. So if you go to the channel, it's the main video. And you'll learn how to enter and everything. And this is one of the prizes you could choose. If you win, I'll send you one of these. Now, I've already randomed off the prize one. That's sitting over there in a box. These three are the other three. So these are not the prize boxes. These are for me to open. And I only want to open one of these today. So we're going to use random.org, and we're going to roll a dice between 1 and 3. So it'll be 1, 2, and 3. We'll roll it 3 times, and we'll keep the third result. So our first result here is 3, but we're going to throw that away. 3 again, throwing it away. 3 again. Okay, the universe really likes that particular box. So we'll put those two aside, and we're going to dig into this one. And, since we have 3 of these, I am just going to rip the entire box. I don't often do that. Usually when I'm doing box reviews, I'll only open a couple packs. But again, we have 3 of these, so we might as well go with it. It's also kind of interesting how I ended up with these. I was always interested in buying this one, but I had never pulled the trigger on it. From the moment I saw it, I was like, wow, that artwork is really striking. For me personally, I love this style of art. It's the same style as in Ghostblade, right? Has that kind of hyper-realistic style. So I knew I wanted it, but I was probably only ever going to buy 1 box. But what happened is there's this set not out, but like listed everywhere for Junji Ito, that anime horror in Japan. And that set looks amazing, right? The cards look incredible. It comes in little coffin. It's so awesome, right? So when I saw that set, I put in pre-orders at 2 different vendors just to make sure I'd get it. Both of those pre-orders got canceled. And as of now, I don't know anyone anywhere who has it. And I know a lot of people in weird countries. I don't know anyone who's selling it. And I don't know if it's just like a canceled product. I have no idea what happened there. It's still listed for sale on at least 8 different vendors, but sold out on all of them. And I've tried to ask them, but they just don't understand what I'm. It's a complicated thing to try to ask over translation, and so I haven't been able to get any straight answers. But what happened is one of those pre-orders that got canceled, I went ahead and replaced it with these. So rather than refunding that order, 4 of the Junji Ito boxes were priced basically the exact same as 4 of these. So I just went ahead and got a box of this. And so that's how I ended up with this. And so what we're going to get in here is, I guess, 8 packs and 1 hit pack. Oh, no, 9 packs and 1 hit pack. So we get 9 regular packs and then 1 hit. Like I said, we are going to open the whole thing today. So, oh, that's glued in there. It's a well-constructed box. I mean, it's a really high-quality cardboard. No foiling or anything on here. But still, great looking box. And there you can see, over 18 years old. This video as not for children, so if you're a child and you're watching this, congratulations, you're an awesome child. Also, don't watch this. You shouldn't be watching this. Don't get me in trouble. Yeah, these are solidly in the not safe for work. So there's not really going to be any of these that are okay, right? They're all going to be kind of on the edge. But we're going to look at them anyway. So it looks like you get 4 cards in a pack. That's very generous. I was not expecting that at all. Unless maybe I could be mistaken, but let's see what happens here. So here's 1. So really high quality card. Beautiful cut. Awesome stock. I don't know exactly what point that is, but it's very high point. And then, yeah, that's going to be, so this art is AI art. And what that means is like it was designed by Stable Diffusion, right? Someone worked with Stable Diffusion to create this artwork. And I'm just going to go ahead and test a few top loaders because I kind of want to see what size this is. No, okay, so it's not, it won't fit in a 39 point, which is the smallest I get. I don't get like 20.1s, even though those are technically smaller. I get 39s. This is a 59 point. Oh, it fits really well in there. Okay, so 59 point is the size for this. Put that over there, and we'll just go ahead and start filling the table. And so here's an HR. I love the HRs. They have such intricate etching on them. Like, look at those little, well, you can't see because this thing is, but see those letters? You can almost read it. That's awesome. Yeah, these are honestly really high quality, good looking cards. And so here's where I thought I had 4 in that pack, but really this is just a thick card. Not a card that opens. It's a UR. Hang on, I need to check if this opens or not. I'll be right back. I'm back. It doesn't open. There are like booklet cards that do open, but this just isn't one of them. I'll give you a quick view. It's a lady in a swimsuit, basically. And if we look at the back, should be the same image there. Cool. And so all of the URs are, this is a UR. All the URs are thick cards like that. So it's going to throw me every time. I'm going to be like, oh, it's something, but it's going to be this. And so then going through the rarities, this is a UR, so it's the 3rd tier rarity. This SSR is the bottom tier, so, you know, whatever, standard. I don't know how to describe it. Like base rarity, SSR, HR is right above it. So HR is the next level up from SSR. And then UR is the level above that. So this is the level right above HR. So in a way, this was kind of a default pack because it had, base rarity ladder. It had none of the higher rarity cards in it. There are a lot of higher rarity cards in this set. A lot of levels, a lot of different rarities. Not that many cards. Each level, has like 12 or something. So interestingly, like when we see thinner cards like this, it's going to be a better pack. Like when we see the thick card, it means it's a UR. So in a way, this is going to be, better. Okay, and so we get a little bit now. It's like skirt right a little bit into the not safe for work territory here. But not, nothing too crazy yet. There's an MR. All of the MRs have this cyberpunk look to them, which I just think looks amazing. Sorry, I've got to get these faces. It's like it keeps trying to focus on that instead of this. So they all have this cyberpunk look to them, which I think looks incredible. This mini set is one of the main reasons I wanted this, because they look so good. And then the MRs are at the same level as the HRs. So another HR. Yeah, great. Like, so far, very nice looking set. Just like I expected, like I said, I had watched some people open these before me, but I don't think Weeb Investments hasn't opened this yet. He should. I think he would really like this set. He doesn't like AI art much. I still think he'd like this set. I think there's some stuff in here for kind of for everybody. So this looks like we're gonna get another UR if I had to guess. Now, from what I know of the set, right? So there's our SSR. Swimsuit there. And another HR. All the HRs are kind of these demon ladies in black outfits. And then we got another UR. And I'm gonna have to, I only have one of these blanks, so I won't be able to put it behind each one. But there's this UR. It's really strange because you can't, like, it's hard to look at these. You kind of have to look up at them through a light or something. I have a light board, actually. Where is that thing? I can't find it right now. I don't know where I put that. But yeah, I have like a light board that I could put behind them, but hang on, I'm gonna go see if I can find that. I just want to see if it works. I'll be. Yeah, I have like, I don't know, I have a bunch of random things around, but this is a portable light, basically. So I use it, sometimes I use it to light this stage. Not always, it's very bright, as you can see. What we can do is put it into natural mode. Lower the brightness. And let's put one of these on top and see how it looks. Oops. Yeah, well, the camera can't pick that up at all, but maybe if I do like this. Yeah, you can really see the colors a lot better with the light. It's hard to make it work with the camera here, but in real life, this works very well. Like, it's perfect, in fact. Like with your eyes, holding it like this is perfect. me shut that off. Yeah, that's like one of the lights I use. Then I also have this one, which I've shown people a few times. It's a UV flashlight. So UV, black light, right? Sometimes the cards have UV on them. This one doesn't seem to. Anyway, that's why I have that. All right, cards. Sorry, I'm wasting your time. There we go. And looks like we're getting another UR. So, yeah, I guess this set is pretty easy to predict because the URs are double cards like that. So here's an SSR. Another HR. That's very cute. Do their hair like just grow around the horns, or what? Like, what's it like to be the barber for a lady like this with those horns? Like, how do you style hair around that? It's a very interesting idea. Sorry, I know I'm weird. Don't need you to tell me. There we go. That's cute. It's almost like the lady from Overlord, name, but with wings. That's cool. So far, interesting pulls, although really the only higher rarity card we've pulled has been that. This pack looks like it'll have something because it doesn't have the thicker card. Yeah, okay. Still mostly okay, I think. So I keep looking at these and I'm like, is this okay to show? I think it is. It's another one of those MRs. Again, they all have this cyberpunk look to them. So here now, I thought I had a dupe, but in fact, this is not a dupe. Got 4 packs left. This one's pretty heavy, but that might just mean it's a UR. With this set, it's kind of hard to tell. So there is our SSR, and yeah, she has a bikini under that transparent shirt, so it's okay. Let me put that aside. Okay, sorry, that is actually, there's a reason that was heavy. So here's another MR. I can have the MRs kind of like that. And then if I move the packs up, I'll have room for this over there. So this is beautiful color, a ZR. Now ZRs are also sort of these multi-tier cards. So they are composite cards like that. I'll go check the... I know this is a high rarity, but I don't know exactly how high or kind of what's special about it. I'm gonna go translate that part of the flyer and I'll be right back. So yeah, I'll go translate. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. The answer is unfortunately nothing. There's nothing super special about that card other than it is high tier, so it's second to highest tier. But it doesn't otherwise, you know, it's don't open or anything like that. That's not like an enamel piece. It's just kind of 3 layers, per se. in here. That's going to be another UR. Here's our SSR. Cool that we haven't gotten many dupes yet. I say just as I pull a dupe. Like literally as I pull a dupe. So this is a dupe of this. That's okay. We'll just put the dupe over there. Oh, it's a UR dupe, I think. Yeah, definitely. This is a dupe of what? Which one? Where are the numbers on this? Oh, it's down here. UR 11. And that is that one. So yeah, this is a dupe. So that's 2 dupes so far, if you're keeping track. There'll be more, because we have 3 boxes, remember, to open. Maybe 4 boxes. I mean, maybe no one chooses this as the prize. You know, really, most people seem to be going for Spider-Man. In fact, so many people have entered and been like, I want to enter the Spider-Man giveaway. And I'm like, well, there's more than just Spider-Man, but yes, you're welcome. Here you go. Yeah, that seems to very much be the most popular thing. Long shot. What am I? This is an SSR, and I guess it's just a very large. But I don't even think that's a coherent image. I think she's bent over is the idea, but no clue. Is this a dupe? This one is not a dupe. Nice. So we got a new HR. And then it's pretty not safe, but there's a UR10. Yeah, I don't think the physics of that particular body make any sense. That person would not be able to stand up. It's not, you're not supposed to think about that. I'm sorry. I'm a very practical person, so I don't. When I see something like this, I'm just like, how does she stand? The answer is she's an anime lady and doesn't have to stand. Definitely like those the best, I think. I mean, these are also, I like all of them, but like this hyper realistic art style is really what I like more than sort of the anime art style. Like that. Oh, what do we got here? It's another not UR pack. So our last pack is, we do get a little bit of last pack mojo here. So this is a dupe, but I'm just leaving it because, I mean, these are very nice cards, so I assume someone will want it someday. Might as well take care of it. Yeah. This is the same thing, it's just a slightly different background. The same set, same series, I guess. And then this is an MP. Not sure what an MP is. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna check out what an MP is. I'll be right back. Having a lot of trouble. The translations are real rough in this set. This card doesn't open. It's kind of just a regular card, very thick. It says something about UV though, so I'm going to test to see if it has a UV effect. Not that I'm seeing. Nope. At least nothing I can see. let's get it saved. But yeah, this card is the highest rarity we've pulled. So it's, yeah, and even though it's not really more unique than that, this is technically the highest card that we pulled today. From this set, at least this one right here. Maybe right there. Wait, why don't we just get these off the board here? Get that one. Then we can have a little more space. I know, I just have the hit pack left, but I want to make enough room here. Okay. That's looking pretty good, right? Yeah. Alright, then let's open the hit pack and see. It's pretty heavy. Don't know what it's gonna be. Probably gonna be really not safe for work. Oh, it's something die cut. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's like a... Oh my, okay. Wow, it's like a... ticket, I guess? I'm really confused. I'm sorry. It also seems to have a lot of damage on it, which I think is like, yeah, that's chipped into the surface. I don't understand. Is it just acrylic and that's it? I think it's just die cut acrylic. I'm gonna go look this up. I'll be right back. Yeah, there's really nothing more to this. It's just the acrylicness of it that makes it cool, I guess. It is cool. Like, I think it's an interesting looking card. But I wish it had, you know, like a snow globe in it. That would be really cool. Oh, I'm sorry. Of course, this is a thick card. It's not going to fit in a regular sleeve. Let me get a thick sleeve out. It's like 130. I don't even know. It's a really high point card. Not numbered either or limited. Just big. Alright, well, can't put it there. Go like this, maybe. Get this saved. Yeah, okay, so there is beautiful color. If you win the contest and you want a box of this, there's one available. It's already there in the prize area. And this is sort of what you could expect from it. There are relics in this set. We didn't pull one. We have 2 more boxes, so we have more chances. But we didn't get lucky in this set. Too bad. But maybe next time. Anyway, there's our beautiful color, and hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you soon.